of drink would you like?
Your finest craft puppy.
What's up, everyone? Today, we have Joanna Marynowski, the powerhouse behind PM Creative Studios. As co-owner and chief buzz creator, she's the driving force turning bold ideas into unforgettable brands. With a sharp mind for strategy, a fearless creative spirit, and an eye for style that always turns heads, Joanna leads with vision, purpose, and unstoppable energy. When she's not building buzz, she's either hosting her podcast, Ladies, Bits, and Banter, or with her sidekick, Felix. Joe, thanks for coming onto the podcast.
What an intro. Thank you.
Bro, you killed that.
I feel like it was long overdue, though. We've been trying to set this up for a long time.
We have.
Yeah.
I've been a busy bee.
Even too, I think we tried one before and, you know, we had some talks and now we actually finally get to have you on.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's just get right into it, honestly. What made you join PM Creative Studios?
That's a great question. People call me crazy to be working with my husband day in and day out, but I think we make a great team. And I always believed in wanting to create something on my own. And I think that being able to be with my husband and be creative together, I think we're like a powerhouse. I think we are that power couple, and I full-heartedly believe that we can take PM to the moon.
Yeah. So give the audience like some background. Like, what were you doing before, and like, how was that like jump? Like, were you just like, okay, like Paul, like I just trust this guy? Like take us through that.
Yeah. So I was a financial advisor. I was a financial advisor at RBC prior to working with Paul and starting PM Creative Studios with him. And I was always bored in my role, not because it wasn't challenging me, but because I could never tap into my creative outlet, and I'm a really creative person. So I've always wanted to, you know, be challenged in ways that I can unleash my creativity in different ways. And I think that with Paul and in my role at PM Creative Studios as the marketing director, I can do that. I can think outside the box. I can present these outlandish ideas and actually make them come to life. It doesn't matter what it is, if that means like on the set, with clients, or like just in terms of design, designing like a logo, or like designing different aspects of what, you know, what in, yeah.
Did you always, like, for example, did you feel kind of boxed in, especially as like a financial advisor? That's kind of the only role. You're helping people build themselves, but internally you want to build yourself up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's procedures and policies you always have to follow in the corporate world, and I'm not one to do that.
Break a rule?
I'm a rule breaker.
Yeah,
I am. And I think that I'm really myself when I'm here at PM Creative Studios. I'm doing like what I love to do. Every day I come in, I motivate the team. I'm loud. My personality like jumps out at people, sometimes scares them. But I'm that bold personality, and I love to drive people, and I love to make them feel confident in themselves. And I think that that's the biggest thing at PM that I can do, and I can, you know, bring that out of others.
Yeah. So how long have you been like a part of PM now? For how long?
I think it's been like 3 years.
Okay.
How do you convince you? Because like, that's the biggest question, right? Because like I know he was doing it on his own before, but then how did he convince you to leave whatever you were doing and now join the team?
Jordan, I convinced him.
Jeez.
Yeah, I convinced him. He was.
Hey.
Tell him what you wanted to do.
Listen.
So for the audience, Paul's saying that's a lie. Tell them what you wanted to
Hold
do.
up. Get on the
Let's
mic,
see.
Paul. Paul, get on the mic.
Get on the mic, Paul.
That's a lie.
And
Tell them what because the real story is you wanted to do your own thing. Remember? You had a couple ideas. And then I said, why are we doing this separately? We should do it together. Because you were always complaining. You're like, Paul, I never get to see you. And I'm like, you're so attached, baby, but I love it.
It's true. I mean,
But seriously, it started by us never seeing each other And then we're like, why are we going to do something separately again? Let's do it together.
Yeah. Growing up, my mom was always like, choose the route. So before, let me just go back a little bit. Before I went into finance, I was a PSW. So I was in nursing. And then I became a practical nurse. So I worked in hospice and in a hospital setting. And
I never knew this. Sorry, but I've known you forever. But sorry, continue.
But that's why she has such a kind heart.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know
yeah.
now, like it all goes
Okay,
together.
continue.
I am empathetic and I love helping people, and I'm definitely going to go back into volunteering one day because that was, I love giving back to the community, and that was something I really enjoy. That's something I really enjoy doing to this day. So I think I will definitely go back down that route eventually. But yeah, growing up, my mom was never for me doing something creative like this, or like going into an industry or a career that I actually liked. It was like, what will pay the bills?
Yeah.
That's, I don't know what, maybe that's like from an immigrant.
Typical immigrant.
Yeah, immigrant.
European style. Yeah, you go to school, doctor, lawyer,
Yeah.
bank.
It's the only way you can survive, they say.
Yes. Yeah. So growing up, that's what it was. It was, you have to go to school and you have to find that career that will pay the bills. And regardless if you hate your life, you're going to do it. And I followed that. I listened to her for so long. And then I wanted to do my own thing because I couldn't just do the 9 to 5. I couldn't. I needed to find something that I could do. It didn't matter if I worked 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I didn't care about that. I just needed to do something that, you know, that would drive me and that I'm passionate about. And I wanted to do like drop shipping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
After COVID, when everybody was at home and not doing much, I was like researching other things that I could do on my own. I wanted to like start like an e-commerce business, sell things on Etsy,
Like
that.
fashion stuff, because you are a fashionista. We know this. Look at the drip.
Yeah, like, well, it wasn't necessarily, it was anything. I didn't really think that far into it yet.
Yeah.
But Paul's like, why are we going to do this separately when we could do this together?
Yeah.
And actually build something together and put in two creative minds into one thing.
And that's what's interesting because I'm married, but I feel like my wife and I are opposite in the sense of like I'm kind of like the entrepreneur creative, and then she kind of like sits in the back. Where like you and Paul, I feel like you both are entrepreneurs. You both like, it comes from internal, you know what I mean? Which is like, do you guys like butt heads a lot? Is that been hard? How has the last 3 years been on your relationship, balancing that with like business too?
Yeah, we're both go-getters.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We're passionate. We're very passionate people, and we're both Polish. So we argue. We do. We butt heads all the time. But he challenges me and I challenge him, and that's how we make it work. Sometimes our office, if you haven't been to the studio yet, it's very open. We don't even have doors to segregate all our offices. So it's tough when there comes a time where, you know, you don't see eye to eye, and I'll see something in a different light. I'm a female. I wear the hat usually. Like when it comes to making decisions come to light, like I will tell him how I feel. I'm straightforward. And sometimes he doesn't like that because I will tell him how it's going to go.
Is it hard not to take it home, right? Because like you guys live your lives here. You guys are always together. But how do you separate like work-life balance and the relationship at work, and then not to take it home?
Work-life balance is a scam. It's false.
I've heard that.
You can't have work-life balance.
I finally caught it.
To be a successful entrepreneur, you cannot have work-life balance.
Yeah.
You can't. You can do things whenever you want. You can, you know, I don't have to come in necessarily to work. I don't have set hours. I don't have to come in 9 to 5. But I do stay after hours a lot, and I do lead a team. So I obviously have set hours, but I can do what I want whenever I want. So there is no work-life balance. But yes, it's healthy to have boundaries and, you know, work out and do extracurriculars. Absolutely. I'm not saying that, you know, You have to be a workhorse
Yeah.
24/7. But yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like what are some things that you do to keep like your mind not burning out? Because if you're saying there's no such thing as work-life balance, and I see you grinding here in Paul like late nights every single day, but you guys, it seems like it's a muscle you guys already been working on. You know, how do you keep your mind like not burning out?
Yeah, good question. For me, it's running. I love to exercise. So in the morning, I have to get my run in, and that's how I like let loose. And I wake up saying that if I complete this workout, this is the hardest thing I'm gonna do today in my mind. Yeah. The rest is gonna be easy, smooth sailing. That's how I look at it. So for me, it's exercise, eating. I love cooking. For me, like cooking and chopping up veggies or, mixing all the ingredients, that's like such a passion of mine. I feel that when I'm in the kitchen, I feel like I can close anything in my head or anything that's spiraling, any, thoughts that come trickling in, I can shut off completely. And I really cook and, escape that way.
Yeah.
So for you, it's a passion, like it's your escape, right? In a way. So, but how is it to be a leader though? Like, I really want to like understand, like you lead a team. There's all of us. You lead us. How is it to like lead a full team and just be able to be so courageous the way you are?
It's who, not how. And I'll bring that up. Thank you, Ricardo, for showing me that book. So who, not how, the philosophy. Dan Sullivan and Dr. Hardy word it so nicely in that book. And the concept goes that it's not how. A lot of people will question, how do I achieve this? And really, they will conflict with and wear themselves out because they want to do everything themselves. But really, you should be looking at it as who can help me achieve this. And by finding the right who's, you can really, they will bring their own skill set. They will bring their own experience. They will bring their own time that you lack. And you'll be able to expand your capabilities, you'll be able to expand your capabilities exponentially as opposed to just doing it linearly.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I
like
mean?
as an entrepreneur, like was that hard for you to let go of some responsibilities? Because like this is like your baby for both of you, right? Like everything needs to be perfect the way you guys want it to be. Like, was it hard to let go of things?
Yes, I'm a perfectionist. So I definitely, and to this day, and perfectionism is cancer. It is. It's so tough to be able to, some days you're looking at an edit. Let's say one of the editors created a reel or something and you're like, I don't like that light flare for me because I don't like light flares in my videos. I like it very clean and minimalistic. Sometimes you have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture because there's so much content that we produce every day that you can't nitpick everything because it will literally drive you insane. So you have to take a step back and really think about, we're going to be creating reels and they all can't be the same. That's boring. We're in an industry where like trends are come and go daily, hourly, you know what I mean? Like you really have to take a step back and not nitpick as much. And for me, like I'm still working on that because I tend to want everything perfect because as a leader, this is your baby. You are exactly correct. You want everything to be precisely like, it's not always black and white. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? It's like I feel like a lot of people, they look at business owners or people who have businesses and they think like, oh, they have so much money, so much time, they could do whatever they want, but they don't see like the behind the scenes of what it takes to run a team, to do all the systems, to now onboard people, who, not how, pick the right who's to solve the problem. Like, what background did you have in business? Because like it seems like you're very entrepreneurial. You run the operations in this place like crazy. Like I've seen you, like you're like the reason why this place continues to live. Obviously, Paul's like visionary, right? You're kind of like, okay, now let's make it happen. So like, how did you learn all that?
So I do have a marketing background too.
Okay, easy now. Okay.
So is that what you
Yes.
went to school for? Because like you
Yes.
said, you went
Okay.
to like you became an FA, right?
Yeah,
But how'd
so-
you pivot there?
Yeah, so I graduated. So I finished my nursing. So I have my nursing degree, and I also finished a marketing degree.
Okay.
So I do have a marketing background, and it's a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that just like we just
Jumped into it.
jumped
we're
into
just
it.
doing this. Yeah.
No, but we actually like have a strategic background on marketing, and that's why and how we do specific things, the way we do them. So yeah, how did I go from FA to marketing?
But like, you're not even a marketer. Like, you're running a business now.
Yeah.
I am
So
running
like that.
business.
Like,
Yeah.
how did you like? You just jumped into it and then you started doing it. Or?
Yeah. I feel like I have characteristics in my personality that help me be a leader, like or make me out to be a leader. So I've always, even growing up, my mom was always like, I could see you be a teacher. I've always had those, I don't know.
The bossiness?
Yeah, the bossiness. I don't know. I've always had a strong person. Like, I'm a strong woman.
Yeah.
And there are things in my life that have led me to be, put up a guard and, made me be this strong woman I am. But I think becoming an entrepreneur, that just kind of came about. Like, I never planned it. I always wanted to do something on my own. I just didn't know what, and I didn't know how at the time. Yeah.
And then you fell
things
into
line
PM.
up.
It just fell into place.
Well, have
Paul
you-
always encouraged me though. Like he was the one that was like, do something you love. Like he always said, go back to school. I'll support it. Find a hobby you like. He always pushed me outside of that mindset that my mom taught me. Like outside that, you have to 9 to 5, you have to pick a career that's going to pay the bills. He's always been like motivating me to like actually find something I love. And that I thank him every day for that, because I wouldn't be here without him, obviously.
Yeah. That's lucky. That's lucky to having a partner.
How'd you
honestly.
find him? Like, can we get that info? Like, where did Paul show up in your life?
Yeah, we met at a wedding,
Oh, okay.
a family wedding.
Let's go.
We're not, this isn't taboo. This isn't incest.
I know you guys are I know you guys are
cousin's
Polacks.
cousin. My cousin's
Yeah,
cousin.
you guys are little Polacks living in a little town, but because I've known you guys forever. We could at least a decade.
I
But
know.
what's your story of how you met the great Paul?
Yeah, so we met at a wedding. My stepdad's brother's daughter's wedding. Her name was Joanna too,
Okay.
ironically.
Yeah.
And he knew the groom. So the groom's sister used to babysit him and Mike when they were little. Mike is Paul's brother.
Yeah.
She used to babysit them. And yeah, he was at the wedding. That was the first time he tried alcohol, drank alcohol. He got really tipsy off the table wine. He will never drink red wine with me ever because of that day. But yeah, he was too shy. He spotted me across the room. I was the girl in the red dress. And he spotted me across the room, but he was too shy to come ask me to dance. So he made his brother Mike come up to me and ask me if I would dance with him.
I love it.
And obviously I said yes. And I actually questioned Mike. I was like, why didn't he just come ask me? And then we exchanged phone numbers, but he never got back to me. So I was bitter.
Were you heartbroken?
I was heartbroken because I actually liked him. Like,
Really?
Yeah. After we met, I like something like
He had it.
something pulled me towards him.
Let me
And-
explain why I didn't get back to you, because you were too cool for me, okay? You knew all the cool kids in school, and I'm like, she's not going to like me. And then we kind of
False.
just...
You went to MTS, and the only people that apparently I named, because he's like, who do you know at MTS? And the only people I named apparently were like the cool kids.
Okay.
And which I don't know if that's true necessarily, but yeah, apparently they were too cool. I was too cool for him.
Yeah.
So he never reached out, and I thought like I did something, or like I thought something happened.
That you
and
put it on yourself?
yeah, like I definitely put it on myself. And I was like, oh my God, I must have said something wrong, or like he's not, I don't know why he didn't reach out. Like must have been something I said or something I did at that wedding. And then I dated this other guy for 4 years, moved to Edmonton.
After the dance.
After the dance. Yes,
Damn,
because
so-
I was grade 10.
Oh. Fuck, wow.
We were 14, 15.
Wow. So the hearts connected back then, and
Yeah.
then you went away and
Yeah,
did your
we
thing.
did our separate thing.
Wow.
I know the next part. This is crazy.
And I dated this other guy for 4 years, moved to Edmonton for him, did my nursing school, graduated from school in Edmonton, and then I cut it off with him. It just didn't work. And then came back to London, and that was May. I obviously moved back with my parents, but I couldn't bring everything because I flew back, and I had a lot. I had a cat. I thought I was gonna live in Edmonton for
Yeah.
the rest of my life, or Alberta. Like that was literally what I wanted, and at that time, and that's what I was hoping for. So I literally moved my life there. But then when I came back to London, I moved back in with my parents, and my girlfriend at the time, Patricia, she came over, and we were like doing shots in my bedroom, like doing her makeup, getting ready to go to Gatsby. That was like the nightclub that was London's hot spot. Gatsby was the shit
100%.
at that time.
100%.
And so we're getting ready. My stepdad's gonna drive us so we could drink. We filled a water bottle up with alcohol, like
The
to
good
take
old
shots
days.
in the back
Yeah,
seat.
right?
Yeah, good old days. And we get to Gatsby. We're in the lineup there, and lo and behold, that VIP line, I spot Paul, and he's like running around, and I'm like, fuck, look, it's that guy, Patricia. And Patricia had no idea what I was talking about. She's like, what guy? And I'm like, that's Paul. He never got back to me. Like, he never called me.
You're salty
that
still,
motherfucker.
eh?
I was still salty after all those years. And all the feelings came rushing back. And I'm like, watch this, like trying to toy with him. So I called his name, and I'm like, Paul. And this guy comes running to me. And we were like second in line to get in.
Yeah.
So we were like already close. And there was like this fence holding us in. So he like climbed the fence, and he's like, hey, like awkward, didn't even recognize me.
I was not awkward at all. Okay, I saw you. I walked up with confidence.
No.
And the proof the confidence was there is because you're here right now. Okay, so. Thank you, boys. Thank you. So what actually happened was I saw her in line. She's like, Paul. And then I looked. I had no idea who you were. But I'm like, wow. Gorgeous woman. She's getting line bypassed. So then I was like, hey, like I'm DJing tonight. Do you want to come with me? I'll just let you in right now. Yeah. And then Joe was like, no, I'll wait till I'm right there at the front. I'll meet you inside. Can I say my side of the story?
No,
real quick.
Hold on. This is her
Wait,
podcast.
sidetrack,
This is
sidetrack.
This is her
You've
podcast.
because
already
you're
been
gonna-
on the Uncapped.
Because you're gonna miss a important piece because you're still outside while all of this happens. Because I'm inside
Oh, okay.
with my friends. I'm getting the DJ gear ready. I'm doing my thing, and I'm talking to a buddy, and I'm like, "Who the hell was that?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
so exactly. You didn't know who that was.
I fell in love the second I saw you, and then I was
The
like,
second time.
who is that? And then Chris Hambidge, he was like, that's Joanna Schubert. Like, she was dating that guy from our high school. And I'm like, oh my God, that's her. And then like all the memories came flooding back from the wedding and everything else. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So then
I love
That's
Back
when
to
it
you.
clicked.
love it.
Back to you.
But yeah, back to me. But it clicked for him. But in that lineup, he didn't know who I was. He didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And then so we got in, and I'm like, watch, we're gonna get all the drinks, Patricia. I got us, right?
Yeah.
And then milking him, and we actually shared our first kiss that
night?
night. Yeah.
Paul's
I
got
even
game.
remember
Curva.
guys.
You
I
explain
even
it to me. I want
remember
the
beads.
ambiance. I want the ambiance of it. What happened?
I even remember the beads in the back of because we were on stage on the DJ
Yeah,
where the
right.
DJ
Yeah,
booth
yeah.
was.
Oh, he brought
I
you back
even-
to the booth, eh?
Yeah, he brought me back to the
Oh,
booth.
okay.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Skirt.
That's the move.
Skirt.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
And and he kissed me. I forget like when
He
it
did
was. He did it. Yeah, he pulled me in and kissed
It
me.
wasn't that 14-year-old shy boy. anymore,
Boy,
eh?
yeah,
No.
he
It was
became a
that,
man.
dog.
He became a man.
He's a dog.
His ball sack dropped.
Yeah, yeah.
That moment.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome,
Yeah.
honestly.
So that's how we met.
Yeah.
But my favorite part is
Twice.
that you both remember the memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the detail. You know what I mean? That goes to show like how much you guys love each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? How important that moment was.
And
Yeah.
yeah, like that's, I think even too, it's like when you guys look at each other and like, have you found your person? Like, is that what it is?
He's my person. He's my sidekick. He's my knight in shining armor. He's my partner in crime. As much as sometimes I want to strangle him, I love him. And yeah,
Yeah.
he's my forever person.
Yeah, that's
Love
dope.
that.
I love that. And like what I love about you, Joe, is like I feel like you're like you're such a lady, but you're also such a boss too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like that's so tough to balance. You know what I mean? Like a lot of women are either like in their boss and then they're not like really female, or they're just like too female, but they don't have that passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can be an empathetic person, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Yeah. I'm still a girly girl at heart, and I still have emotions. I still break down.
Yeah,
I still cry. I'm human.
of course.
We all are, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I do have my moments, but
Besides work, like, who's Joe? Like, what do you do? Like, like, I know you said you walk, you like to work out. We got Felix, but like, what's like your other passions other than working?
I love to draw.
Really?
Yeah, I love to draw.
Oh.
I haven't in a while. I haven't like had the chance to sit down and actually put a pencil to my notebook and scribble.
Like what kind of sketches? Like real life, like cartoons, like just objects. Like what are you
Faces,
drawing?
houses?
Houses.
Yeah, I love
So like architect almost?
Yeah. Yeah. So I love interior design. That's another thing that you probably don't know about me. I love minimalistic, modern furniture, architecture, buildings, like structures, anything that anything along those lines, I love. So I love decorating. I can't wait to build my own house. I hope it's through Millstone Homes, one of our clients. They're
Shout out.
amazing.
Shout out.
If anybody else needs, if anybody needs a house or is on the lookout to move or relocate, Millstone Homes got you.
Yeah, dope.
And I can't wait to build my house with them. I can't wait to like put my little touches on, decor or like where my kitchen's gonna go, what the layout's gonna look
What
like.
is it about that you love so much? Like what is it about it?
Just being like the precision, like the clean lines of a sketch, like the clean lines. I would like to put a ruler down to paper. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And,
real
like, really-
perfectionist.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It has to be like intricate and it has to be like perfect.
In
That's
a-
dope.
Do you think in a different life, if you weren't doing PM, that would have been your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wanted to get into interior design, but then again, my mom was like, that's not going to pay the bills. Like that's you're a designer? Like, come on. And I also thought about the market in London. Not that I was, not that I ever thought I wouldn't be able to branch off my wings and move elsewhere, but the market for interior design in London is tough. I think it's tough to penetrate. I don't know. I've obviously not done it myself, but I think it'd be challenging to get my foot in the door. You have to know the right people.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
who, not how.
That's it.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your experience, like with your mother, do you think you'll have those same feelings when you have your kids?
I'm going to be a 180, completely different mom than my mom was. Mind you, the traditions my mom passed down to me on Christmas, holidays, our religion, that is definitely going to stick. And I'm definitely going to pass that down to my children. But the way she raised me in certain scenarios and certain things she's told me and tried to teach me, I think I'm going to be 180 completely different with my kids because, they're just certain things that she wasn't right about. And it was challenging because if I knew those things ahead of time, ahead of growing up, then I think I would have, gone down an easier path in life than, doing all these trial and errors with my career. And I think it would have
feel
been
like
a
that's
bit
like-
easier.
That's the whole point,
to
right? It's
navigate.
like to try to better the next generation. That generation should try to better the next one to eventually just like, give them everything that they deserve and want. And like, that's it, right? That's the point.
Absolutely. Do you think, Ricardo, are you going to raise Sebastian?
Sebastian.
Sebastian,
Sebastian, yeah.
Sebi,
Sebastian, yeah.
Are you gonna raise him the same way your parents raised you?
I would say like yes, in the sense of like what you said, like the core foundation, like the religion, like the family, the importance of like those like important like core things. But yeah, like I would change a lot of things too, right? Like I was raised, from two parents who loved me so much, but they immigrated here at a young age of 20 with 3 kids. You could only imagine like how much like stress and stuff is in the house when you're so young and running around, not knowing the language, right? So like, I don't blame my parents for anything, but like I would, it's crazy. Like with Sebi, I just want him to be like a monster. Like, you know what I mean? Like you want him to be like, just like the sickest athlete, smartest guy, like not doing anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's what you want for your kid. And like, you think it, of course, but it's just like, I feel like once I had a kid, it's just like, you got to get closer to God.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can actually like share, anything with them.
What?
I love how like
Passionate? I see the
you
eyes.
literally you glow when you talk about him, and like I can see the love that you have
Trust.
for him.
Yeah.
I can see that your bond with him is going to be amazing and inseparable.
Yeah, I hope so.
You're
It's like,
inseparable
yeah,
or
it's like my favorite thing.
unseparable?
My
I don't-
favorite thing that happened, honestly.
It's
to
the
me.
craziest part too. There's the craziest story of how it came. We won't speak about it now, but like it's just like he literally spoke him into reality.
You
And
can say it quick. I was in Arizona. with Coca. I was in Arizona, and I just got like amped up from like a big conference with like Andy Elliott, Papat David, and all them. And then I literally look at this guy and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make a baby.
I know what you were about to
I literally told this guy. I literally told him. I'm like, he's gonna be born around my birthday. He's gonna be a boy. He's gonna have like light eyes. He's gonna be a monster. And then that's exactly what happened.
literally.
But that's manifestation
Oh,
at
he-
its finest.
he created
How do you
like.
think?
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
How do you think entrepreneurs manifest their reality? Right? You have to manifest it. You have to say it into fruition.
Speak
right?
into existence.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it was crazy. Like when you really look at it, like he did create a human being, but like he created that human being mentally before it ever happened.
Yeah,
And
it's wild.
yeah.
He's so special.
He
I'm
is,
so
he
happy
is.
you brought him in.
Oh yeah.
And I can't wait to see him on the pod too.
Of
one
course.
day.
Yo, one day when he's just
One
chatting
day.
it up. But yeah, like since we're talking about pods, what inspired you to create Ladies Bits and Banter?
Yeah.
Like in your own pod.
The speaker.
Yeah. I really looked up to Alex Cooper
Okay.
from Call Her Daddy. I love her. She's like an inspiration to me. And I've always watched her pod. So I wanted to do something with my girls. And I feel like it was always challenging to get the girls together. It still is. I'm not. It didn't become any easier with the pod. But it's an excuse for us to be together. And I love them dearly. I love my girls. I love my bits. And I walked in Paul's footsteps, basically. Yeah. So he started Industry Night and kind of took a pause to that. So I wanted to create something on my own. And I think there's not a lot of women podcasts out there in London specifically. Yeah. And I think it's empowering for women to share their stories, and I think it's empowering for women to have a voice, and that's what we do. We banter, we talk shit, we do everything that's unhinged, and I love it. We love it. Yeah.
Was there a difference in like being behind the scenes and then being on camera? Like was that hard for you?
Yes and no. I think it's always, believe it or not, I'm an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense.
I get you on that one.
I am shy. I am camera shy. Unless it's like with my husband, like if he's shooting me, then I'm like comfortable because he's my person.
Of course.
And he's like almost like a comfort blanket to me. But yeah, like
You like to be the star too.
I
you-
like to be the star.
Yeah.
I do. I won't lie. I like the attention, but I was shy at the beginning. It took some time getting used to. Yeah. But to be honest, our first episode was our best episode.
Really?
Mind you, the tarot card reading was actually really good too.
Make sure to watch
So,
that.
Yeah.
That
If
Halloween
you haven't
episode.
watched it, tune in. to our latest episode. It's incredible.
Yeah. So like, let's talk about that. I feel like how did that feel, like tapping into tarot cards and having someone read out your future? Like, do you believe it? Do you not believe it? How was that experience?
I'm skeptical. I believe in God, and my religion definitely does not accept anybody coming in and telling you, this is what's going to happen in the future. This is what happened in the past, present.
Was it hard for you to accept like doing it? It was.
Yeah,
You
I
had to-
was very guarded, and even during the reading, she tells me I have a block, and she can feel that block because I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I felt like I was doing something wrong and against my principles, and I still kind of feel guilty about doing that reading, but I believe in trying everything and giving anything a try. It's how you move forward from that. I do believe what she said. I do.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's I don't want to give a lot away.
Watch episode. Watch
Gotta
Watch
watch
the
the episode.
episode.
You have to.
If what she said guides me into becoming a better person, then I will listen to what her advice was, to an extent, obviously. But yeah, I will believe in it if it does come true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see it come to fruition.
Yeah.
Guys, if I have a boy,
Three
I'm
of them.
going to. I want 3, but she said 2. Well, she said a boy and girl.
Yeah.
If I have a boy, I will be the luckiest woman ever.
Yeah.
I already am. I'm
Yeah.
grateful for what I have in my life, but if I have a boy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
That's awesome. You're looking forward to that next step.
yeah, I'm gonna do what you did. I'm gonna go
Manifest
home
it.
and I'm gonna be like,
Just
I'm
say
having a boy today.
just say it to your best friend. Or do it when you're on vacation because it seems to happen when you do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're speaking to the beach and the water.
Absolutely.
Maybe one day.
Hey,
Okay.
remember.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love that
yeah.
if it happened on vacation.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And even let's just kind of go back to like, what's the hardest part about being a business owner though?
Wanting, hold on, let me think about this.
Don't worry, take your time because it's a
That's
a real question.
I think providing your employees literally funding their life. I think that's the hardest. You are supporting their livelihood. So I think having that, it's not a burden, but having that expectation and having that, what's the right word here?
Pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding that pressure
Yeah.
on your shoulders is the toughest thing.
Yeah. Like they rely on you to continue to generate business to give them a job.
Yeah.
If you stop doing that,
They won't eat.
they won't eat.
They won't sleep
Yeah.
under a roof.
Yeah.
It's
Fair enough.
it's yeah. I would say that's the hardest thing. People relying on you. People relying on my husband, who, also holds that on his shoulders, and and being able to, but in turn being able to provide them that is
this is- what's
like
the best part then?
that's the best part. That's the best part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. It's making them grow like alongside you, right? And
Yeah.
like, helping them, teaching them. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's wild.
absolutely.
Letting them look at you
Guiding
as a
them,
leader. Yeah.
building them up into the.
They're like your babies almost in a way,
They
right?
are. I literally called Jeremy. When Grace
Jerry
was
Bear.
here, I called Jeremy my son. Like, he's my child. Like,
Your old
They're
son.
smiling in the background. Yeah.
Well,
he's
we
older than I am, but somehow he's my son.
We always joke that we got some kind of weird cult going. It's like,
Going on.
welcome to the
It
cult,
seems like
Lucas. My boy.
Yeah. Now we just picked up the new boys, Logan
Yeah.
and Lucas. So now life's good.
But I love it because like you've known them for longer than I have. I've known you guys for a long enough time now. But it's like I see you guys just continue to grow, continue to push. Like the team's getting bigger. The vision is actually becoming a reality. You guys said you wanted a studio. Now we're in a big ass studio. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 people here. We've all been working. Like, what is the next step for PM?
The sky's the limit, baby.
That's it.
We're taking this to the sky. We want to branch off, obviously, expand. Yeah, we're saying that the studio space is too small now.
Crazy.
So yeah, we've grown. We're doubling revenue every year, which is like insane
That's
to
amazing.
say out loud.
As a
Yeah.
business, that's incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are in a business that's just, you're gonna need more of this in the future. So
Yeah.
online is so important. Like, just explain like the importance of, I guess, your business and in the times that we are in right now.
Yeah, everybody needs a social media presence and everybody needs marketing to market their business. And I think that being in this industry, I mean, we're trendsetters. We are. And we want businesses to propel their own online presence. And I think video is huge. Being video forward is a huge, what's the word?
Advantage or
Advantage, yeah. Being video first is a huge advantage because a lot of businesses can actually tell their story through the lens, quite literally. We love to pull out their personalities, their brand, who they are. Literally, we're doing this for Millstone tomorrow. We're going into the office. We want to learn, you know, who the interior designer is, who is the builder, who is the founder. We want that founder story. We want to know how they became Millstone. And I think it's really important that their voice, or any brand, any business's voice, is showcased. You need to tell your story. You are only going to create a clientele and trust between that clientele when you tell that story. And I think that we're in this industry to tell people's stories.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love telling people's stories. And I think, yeah.
Remember the line, a picture speaks a million or 1,000 words? Do you think a video speaks a million words?
A video speaks a trillion bajillion words. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can actually hear, you can actually feel something. I'm not gonna, we do photography too, so I'm not gonna harp on, I'm not gonna harp on all
We're not cutting
photographers
off.
now. But a photo is a static image. You don't get the whole story. You don't get the whole depiction of who somebody is in that photo, or what a brand is, or what a business is from one photo. From a video, you can tell. You can tell. You can tell somebody's personality from a video. You can tell somebody's brand image and, you know, what they stand for, their morals, how they want to be presented, their brand color. You can, you know, like, it all comes to light in video.
Yeah. It's crazy when you put it like that. It's like you have to kind of be online now.
Yeah.
To be relevant in anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're in that digital world, right? And like as things keep going on, it's like you either stay stagnant or you keep moving with the times, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's scary because with AI moving so rapidly these days,
Sora's.
like, I feel like robots and AI in general don't have to take over in physicality because they're already infiltrating our brains and our mindsets to be robotic.
Does that scare you, like AI in this industry?
Yeah.
Well, it's like
yeah, of course.
Remember what we talked about before? You said your ChatGPT is your boyfriend, and that goes to like the emotional side of it, right?
Yeah.
It knows you.
Yeah, it knows me. It knows me. I have a chat going with Chat, and I can ask Chat who I am and these personal questions about myself, and it knows. It just knows. And I feel like people are becoming so robotic that they are almost overusing ChatGPT for everything. A text message these days.
It's crazy.
You can tell. You can tell by the freaking dash. I hate dashes.
Yeah.
Like, for an email, you are rewriting an email by copying and pasting from ChatGPT. And it's like, it's so scary because even students nowadays are using ChatGPT for essay writing and, you know, writing for their projects. They are not learning the history, and they are not learning from a book, or, you know, they're not using their critical thinking anymore. They are relying too heavily on ChatGPT. That's why I say things like, we don't need robots to physically take over. AI has already taken over and already changing the way we think and making us lazy in a sense.
Yeah, it's like you work with it or against it, right? Like at that point as business owners, you kind of have to like integrate it, right? Like into your business, you have to, right? Like,
You have to, because if you don't utilize it, you're behind.
yeah. So how are you guys using AI?
Strategically, obviously, we do deep dives with ChatGPT, but we use it to give us ideas. We use ChatGPT by putting in a prompt, by asking it questions, but then we play on that. Like, we don't copy and paste from ChatGPT. At least I don't, and I hope my employees don't, because that's not what we teach them. We use it to inspire us. We use it to build on an already thought concept.
So it's like a reference almost in the end.
Exactly. Yeah. But we also do our back end research, because ChatGPT can fuck with you. Quite literally. It can give you false information. And Kim Kardashian literally failed. Apparently, she failed her bar, because she relied on chat for some of the answers.
Yeah, because
when she was studying.
Yeah, she said it to, I guess, yesterday or the other day. She's like, yeah, I actually use Chat GPT for my legal advice. And like, I guess even too recently, they actually said they removed legal advice, medical advice, and one more thing from chat.
Yeah.
So no longer you can go to it for it.
Oh yeah, because people would go to chat for everything, right?
Yeah.
Like,
They relied too heavily on it.
I'll say it too. I put an application in for like a job. It literally, after I submitted, the very last prompt was this: if you if this resume was used with ChatGPT or whatever, like chat, whatever, any AI system, check mark this so that we know. Otherwise, it gets prompted in.
And that's good. I like that. That's like plagiarism.
It
You can
is.
actually highlight an email and put it back into chat and be like, hey, did this come from you? Does this sound like ChatGPT?
Really?
Yeah. And it will tell you, yes, this came from
That's
ChatGPT.
crazy. Yeah. It's a whole different world now. I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay. Damn. I kind of want to take us a different direction. Do you think the little girl version of you is happy of the woman you are today, and why?
Yes, I do. I wholeheartedly do. I don't think I am the woman I'm going to be in the future, if that makes sense. I'm still evolving every day. Like, I learn something new, and it definitely builds on my character. And but I definitely think, looking back at who I wanted to be and who I wanted to become and how I wanted to give back and how I wanted to live my life, I definitely could say the younger version of Joe, she'd be proud.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the best part you can say, because I feel like the little kid version of you is who you truly are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
you try to
absolutely.
just be that person as you age. You try to just like enjoy those things that you enjoyed when you were young.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So love.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe, like is there anything you want to like plug in, let everyone know? Like, what's up? What's up with PM and like what's up with you going forward?
Can we talk about conspiracies?
Yes.
Woo!
Let's
I love this.
Conspiracy truths, please.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
it. So what's one conspiracy truth that you believe in?
Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys earlier. Have you guys heard of the Skinwalker
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
Ranch?
Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch in where is it?
Utah?
But what is it? The Appalachian Mountains or whatever is usually where they're like chilling.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
elaborate.
chillin'. So there's this farm. There's this real estate. He was a real estate investor, I believe, and he purchased this farm that they called the Skinwalker Ranch. And he purchased it anonymously. So he had to imagine the strings you have to pull
So no one
to
knows.
not have anything written down or like anything physical to expose who you are as the buyer.
Especially in the States,
Imagine.
because the privacy laws are
Yeah,
so loose
they're
there,
so-
right?
yep.
So like, I'm surprised. But yeah.
Everything's open.
So he purchased this ranch and he put a team together. Mind you, he's like very well connected. Like one of the best
do you know who it
investors.
is? Like
I don't know his name. I can't think of Brian Fugel.
Brandon Fugel, never. Okay.
It was started with a B. I
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
it started with a B. So Brandon Fugel, and he just recently went on the Sean Walker
Yes,
podcast.
podcast,
Yeah.
So that's
yeah,
how
yeah.
that's how he came out.
Okay.
Like he didn't even tell his wife that he was buying this ranch.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So is that much money, eh? Well, if your wife doesn't know you're buying a full real
Yeah,
estate
yeah.
property.
So what's going on in this ranch?
So yeah, so there were like, so he put a team together of ex militia, like ex
Navy SEALs.
Navy, ex like drone operators, very high profile individuals who obviously know what they're talking about and what they're doing, and have a background in paranormal activity, phenomenons. So he put together this team and made them live there for a little bit.
How long ago was this?
And
Like
recent, very recent.
Ooh.
And some people actually died from the amount of radiation that this ranch had. They would get there and their cell phones would die instantly. Like fully charged, your fully charged cell phone, their cell phones would die completely. So this ranch is on an Indian reserve, and I guess the Indian tribe that lived beside or by it, they hung cow corpses on surrounding like the fence to restrict their people from going by that because of the paranormal activity that happened there. But the cows were like, they don't know how the cow corpses got eaten. Like they're like the corpses are like disintegrated, and like there was like not even like bones were like already coming apart and stuff, and so it's just crazy.
So they think it's skinwalkers that are like eating these bones. Like explain that.
Alien. So there have been UFO sightings on that ranch, and they were like filming and trying to detect UFOs, obviously, the research team that was working there, and they were trying to, trying to spot things that happened, and there were a bunch of creepy shit. Like people quit. Like some people on his research team actually said, "I can't fucking deal with I can't handle this."
And think about it, if you're ex-military, you're like black ops, everything like that.
You've
And
seen it all.
And for you to be scared, like
You've
even
seen it all.
Yeah.
and even too, it's like to give a little like premise of what a skinwalker is when people talk about it. It's somebody, or it's like a shapeshifter. So like you could look at me right now, then I'll turn into a wolf, your dog, everything like that, or then I go back to human. So that's why it's so like
But I wholeheartedly believe in that.
Yeah. How does that make you feel that things like that exist?
I mean, I'm not dumb to it. Like I'm not naive to it. Should I say? Not dumb. I'm not naive to it. I know that the A3 Atlas isn't a comet. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on now. Like, I'm not naive. I'm very in tune with, things that are happening. I feel like they are legitimate. Like I believe in UFOs. I believe in extraterrestrial beings. I believe that there's life on Mars. I believe all that.
Yeah.
I believe all that
Yeah.
because I think it's true.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm with you on it, because like even to like growing up in like a Spanish like or a Latino household or whatever, there's so many folklores that we have. Like we have some of the craziest, the Llorona, the La Mona, like just like the most random, like El Coyote, like two dogs that try to like trick you. It's just like all these folklores are spoken about, right? But they've continued for so many years. They haven't disappeared. So is it real or is it?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I believe there's other things that exist in it. You know what I mean? If we exist and apparently we're floating in this galaxy of so many other things that exist, like, who's to say that like skinwalkers or even demons or ghosts or, angels, like, yeah, it's crazy. And I feel like it's just more shocking that it hasn't been mainstream. Like for something this big, like, even like when I hear about like the Eucharistic miracles, like what happened when you break the bread and then blood pours out. It's
The one you
like,
told
how
me
are
about.
those things not popular on like TV news? Like, isn't that crazy?
Well, the intelligence agencies, they try and hide it. They try and mask it. They don't want that stuff coming out. And if we actually got evidence and people believed in aliens and UFOs, do you know how much of the world it would affect? It would affect our finances.
Yeah.
It would affect a lot of things. Like it would religion.
Yeah.
It would affect so many things that those companies and those in like government industries don't want to let that stuff out. They don't want us to know.
What's scary is
But
like
that's
they're
true.
unrevealing like things now. Like
Slowly.
they're kind of slowly opening up to the public. So it's like, what is the intent behind like why they're doing that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder.
But also, like, I think they cover up a lot too, like by putting, like, for example, our prime minister, Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. Like, that's
so
a fucking
random.
distraction. There is something else going on that they are trying to hide. I believe it. Probably something to do with the A3 Atlas, because they're not really talking. No one's talking about that. Joe Rogan just had Avi on
Avi
his.
Loeb, yeah.
Avi Loeb,
I was just watching the podcast yesterday. Insane. They don't want to do any research. They don't want anything to come out. Like, they don't want to fund it. And scientifically, they need funding. Like they need in order to prove something. Scientists need funding. And they're not going to get that funding if governments are trying to mask it and, you know.
It's crazy
and
that
hide
the older you get, the more you realize it's a battle of consciousness, like a battle of like souls, a battle of good and evil.
Is that why like people go crazy when they're old? Because you just figure out way too much.
Probably.
After 80 years,
Probably.
You know what I mean?
This
It's like
is
I just
insane. Probably. Like that. Yeah.
we're in our 30s, right? And it's like we're just figuring this out. What happens in 10 years from now?
Oh, I don't know.
Or like, do you guys ever just think like, yo, like what happens? Like you can't escape death.
Yeah.
Like what happens when you die?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think I just try
'Cause
to.
that can get you in a loop. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. We talked about it.
Have
'Cause
I fulfilled my purpose?
Yeah.
What's my purpose in life?
Yeah.
that's why you gotta like
What if
just
I don't accomplish it? Like, am I going to go to heaven or hell?
Yeah.
you just gotta focus on one thing and just narrow down, because like if you think about everything that's going on around you, it's like there's just too much.
But
to
just think about the fact that you could never escape death.
Oh no, death is
I know,
inevitable.
but that's just wild within itself.
yeah, they say two
know what
things.
I mean?
Two things are inevitable. It's taxes and death.
That's true. That's true.
It's really sad because we have only been here for about 8,000 years. I think that's correct. And we think about it. We as a human only live to 100 years.
Yeah.
So think about what has happened in those 8,000 years in the past, right? Like we're only gonna, that's a third, I want to say.
So it's what? It's 8. Yeah, we've had 8,000, like 8,000 generations of 100 years.
Yeah. And we only live 100 years. So we're not even gonna, and it's sad. That's why time is so precious. And that's why I'm so intentional with my time, because we only can do so much in the 100 years, right? So why cause drama? Why cause conflict with others? You know, like that's why I steer clear from that stuff. It's like, be purposeful.
Yeah.
Be humble. Live your life to the fullest. Live every day. That's why I'm so grateful for being here.
Yeah.
Like, live every day to the fullest, because you never know when your last day will be, right?
And it's crazy because like people who die, they all have the same experience of like, apparently they all have like memories like that flashback like as they're dying. So it's like a hormone that releases. So it's like the one thing I saw on Instagram was like, imagine all those memories like you see yourself on the phone.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
You see yourself scrolling.
That's what I mean.
Like those endless scrolls that sometimes you
Yeah.
just like, you're sitting in bed and you're bored and you're just constantly scrolling.
Yeah.
Imagine that's the flashback you get
That's
because
what I
you
mean.
spent so much time scrolling.
That's
and like
crazy.
your friend or husband or girlfriend is beside you, your kids beside you, and like you're just like this.
There's- oh,
Yeah.
I would,
Gives me goosebumps.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so hard.
We
to-
live in a crazy time.
We
It's
do.
the craziest time, right?
We
Because
do.
we saw cell phones, Y2K happened. There's
and there's so much like
that's not.
there's so many genocides still happening.
Yeah.
Like Sudan, right? Did you hear about
Yeah.
Sudan?
Yeah.
Like Google Maps, like if you see a Google Maps of Sudan right now, there's like blood blotches everywhere, and like there's literally points on the map that say "Free Sudan." Like people have created pinpoints that say "Free Sudan."
Yeah.
on
Because it's a
Google
bunch
Earth.
of Christians getting murdered,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're trying to remove all Christianity.
Yeah. So
That's
because it happened
crazy.
from what I had heard. It was like first it was like
that's
it was
that's in Nigeria
yeah,
where they're
it-
trying.
yeah, because it was Muslims
Sudan.
first, but then it's the Muslims first, and then it turned pure Christian genocide.
Well, yes, you're right. So the Christian slaughtering is
Genocide.
happening in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's happening in Sudan then?
Sudan, it's is still has to
similar?
do with
But it was like a rebel group that essentially like armed themselves, built it, and then they're just wiping. Like there was a hospital that they went into and wiped out, I think, 400 plus people.
Crazy.
Just
women
wipe,
and
just
children just on the ground, like
everything.
cry. It's so like, and that's the world we live in. That is where like
And we're so far apart from it. We're in Canada, so it's like I don't see it. I can walk outside and I don't see that.
you don't see it, but
It's there.
it's happening, right?
And,
So it's
we're-
just
and we
like,
get pissed because someone cut us off in traffic. We get pissed because fucking this person didn't stick to their word one day. And
my
like,
my
look how
meal,
privileged we are.
I got pickles on my burger and I didn't want it.
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
literally, it's crazy,
Insane.
crazy.
Man, you blew my mind, Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, honestly, like, how long have you been running for there? Yeah.
You killed it though. Like,
This is the-
even to it's like, yeah, we could do a little wrap up, no? Or-
Yeah.
and we can just debrief
Absolutely.
after.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. You don't want? I'll do. Well, no, here I'll do it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Joe. So like, it's been a pleasure to have you on the podcast. Like, this has been something we've been waiting for. You did not let us down. You didn't let the audience down. So, what's your closing like remarks, and what do we got to tell everybody else?
Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys. You know that. Uncapped. I'm so proud of you guys too. Like what you guys are doing is insane, and just keep doing you. And you guys are going to go far. I know that for a fact. Closing remarks. Thank you for listening and tuning in. And I hope you took some tidbits, maybe some advice that from me. And that's it. Yeah.
Listen,
Thank you.
lady boss. So if you're a woman and you want to do something big in your life, look at her, listen to this podcast. There's some insight. Beyond that, we got ladies, bits, and banter Halloween episode that just dropped.
Make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow PM Creative Studios, and right back at you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to be producing what we do. So much love back to you, and cheers. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank
All right.
you.
Peace.
Peace.